Hello everyone, this is Gurez from Be a Sales Specialist. In this sales series, we are discussing about the different reasons why there are so many salespersons who are not able to close so many deals, and we have discussed some reasons earlier. But today we will discuss one of the most important reasons, like why there are so many salespersons who fail in closing the deals. And the biggest reason is like what I have seen and what I have learned from everywhere. Like they are not completely convinced about their products. They do not like their products by themselves. They are not completely convinced about the some of the features of the product. Maybe they are not completely convinced about the price. They think the price is very high. Maybe they're not completely convinced about the features of the product from a technical perspective or any other things. There might be a reason they're not completely convinced about the company and company policies. They're not totally convinced by themselves about the product warranty or after sales services, and that creates some kind of confusion in their mind. And because of that confusion, they're not completely convinced or agree upon the solution which they want to present or which they're going to present to the customer, to the buyer who's waiting on the other side of the table. What happens when you are not completely convinced about the solution which you have in your hand? If you're not completely convinced about a product which you have in your hand, if you're not completely convinced about a company, you cannot convince somebody else. In every sales exchange, something happens, and that is the person who's more convinced the other. If you're not convinced about the product, then the other person, your buyer, he will convince you about the price. The price is very high, the product delivery time is very high, your company's policies are not like as it is mentioned on the document. Then he will convince you. And what will happen at the end of the day? You are the one who's losing the battle. You are the one who will lose that buyer, and you who will be failed to earn income for his company or for your employer. This is your failure. You need to be totally convinced about your product. And usually this happens because of lack of the knowledge. Maybe you missed something. Maybe you can discuss it with your manager. You can discuss it with other colleagues who are making this sale, and you can learn it. Maybe you have something in your mind but which is not true. Many times what happens, there are so many people who brings the objections to the salesperson, and eventually he start believing on it. And once he started believing on it, and your passions as a salesperson start going down, and if your passions start going down, so how you can convince or insist somebody else. This is our job, to keep ourselves update. This is our job, to transfer our beliefs into our buyers. We need to be totally convinced about the solution, about the product which we want to take to the market, which we are trying to sell to the market. And for some reasons, if we are not totally convinced, if we have some objections in our mind, and if there is anything else, there's nothing else will happen. Only our results will be suffer. Your buyer will go to the your competitors, and he will buy the solutions from there, and you are the only one who is losing this battle. We need to be well prepared. We need to learn about our competitors, about our company, and about the policies, and we need to defend them. We need to believe on them. We need to, if we don't have any belief on our product, on our services. So my question is how you can convince somebody else. If you think your product is not good enough, then might be you're not in the right market. Maybe you're taking your product to the wrong market, or maybe you're missing something which you really need to know before you take your product to the market. Best way to keep yourself updated and to keep yourself motivated that you're doing something very good. Your product is actually a right product for your prospect, for the buyers which you're trying to sell, is be in contact with those people to whom you have already sold a product. Try to take the notes from them and see that how your product, your solution is improving their lives. And always keep yourself updated, so you can take their data, you can share it with your new buyers, and you can share their data to yourself as well, and it will help you to improve your beliefs and your buyers beliefs towards that product. Make a journal. In every sales negotiation, in every deal, one thing will be happen. Either you will close the deal or either you're gonna be closed. The person who has more knowledge, who has stronger beliefs about his idea, about his service, gonna convince the other person on the other side of the table. And if you are not a person who is handling the whole sales process, who has already demonstrated all the solution, then if you don't have a total trust on your product, then you're gonna suffer. The best thing is keep yourself updated, follow up to your buyers who have already purchased the solution from you, and make a journal. Write every single day that what good things is happening in their life, how these people are able to get out of the plane by a solution which have already sold to them, and keep yourself updated with this kind of data. It will help you to explain it to your buyers. If you can, buy your product and use it. Make a good research on your product and their features and your company. Talk to your colleagues and collect that data, and keep yourself passionate during the whole sales process. I believe that by working on these things, by improving your knowledge about your own product, by being convinced yourself, by being sold on your idea, on your product, you're gonna be able to sell it to somebody else. The biggest sales you're gonna make is selling to yourself. So as I said, these skills, these techniques gonna help you, and I believe that this will help me, and this is gonna help you too as well. So see you in the next Sale Nuggets. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye.